Hey guys, what's going on? It is Sean and Drew, and we have Trish Forstner, yep. Here, the artist of Stray Dogs. We're going to be talking about this today. So, yep, there it is in the for real. So, first off, congrats on the success of this series.
Thank you so much.
Fantastic. I was a little slow to get to it, as everyone's giving me crap for it.
Even me.
I was a little slow to get to it, but I jumped on. I think it was issue 4.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, I've been missing this the whole time. But man, it's fantastic. I just made my wife read it. She just sat over there and read it. She loved it. Everyone I talked to was like, I want to read it too. So congrats on the success of this. I think you just had third printings, fourth printings of all the issues.
Number 1, 4th printing, number 2 through 4, 3rd printing, all just came out yesterday and are virtually sold out everywhere and sold out distributor.
Yeah.
Not sure when you guys are reading this, but when you're watching this, but here's the current printings that just came out.
And there's the elusive
issue 5 first print.
Yeah, issue 5 first print.
Yeah. Get on the bays of E or wherever you want to try to find this book.
Yeah, don't ask Ernie. He is sold out completely.
Yeah,
Ernie is out.
Comics Elite Ernie. He's runs our live sales. He is sold out.
So we're good guy, Ernie.
Yeah.
So here's what we're gonna do today, guys. We're just gonna basically walk through Stray Dogs issue number 1. We got Trish here. Feel free to interject. And we're just gonna kind of read the issue with you. We're not gonna go step by step, every single word bubble. I'm not an expert by any means. Drew, anyone, please feel free to jump in. So it starts off with.
I'll interject a design note too. You'll notice in the later issues after issue 1, we do put a little blurb in there about which dogs are the names of the dogs in the front.
Yes.
Because you don't know who they are when you first pick this book up.
No.
So we do that later in later issues, so you can remember which dog's which, and this dog said that or whatever,
Okay, cool.
So
yeah,
we can remember.
Anyway,
we can remember. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because sometimes my memory is even shorter than a dog's, I think. Okay. Well, so that's what we're gonna get to. So Sophie here, who's one of the main characters, is at the vet with her person with her red scarf, which is also very significant. So she's at the vet. She's kind of worried about the dog being mad or getting a shot. And down here, the vet says, look, first, it's a proven fact. It's not possible for a dog to hate their person. Okay, that's significant, right? Mm-hmm. And then 2, that's not how memory works. Dogs remember you. They remember commands, where they sleep. But their short-term memory mostly doesn't hold on to like what happened last week. Just give her a couple days. She won't remember a thing. Right, so that kind of sets up the whole thing for us right there. How the dogs' brains work, how their memory works, and it makes sense to me. That's my dogs. That I don't doubt that at all.
Yeah. Do you have an idea of what the time jump is between when she had the shot to when she arrives at the house?
No. I would like to leave that up to people's imagination. To figure out how far ahead we kind of moved here. But I'm gonna guess it's longer than a week.
Okay. So now we see the beginnings of the house, right? Where we're going to spend a lot of time at. There's a ton of dogs here. We get a nice, good 2-fold splash page of the dogs. Boy, I wonder who drew that. That looks really cool.
Yeah, this. First of all, the high angles I'm not a fan of, but they really work out in this. I'd never done big wide panels like this before, so it was really cool to get to try my hand at cramming 11 dogs into a scene together. Well, 10 dogs, I guess.
You did it seamlessly. It looks great.
Perfect. Yeah.
They're all interacting. You're sleeping, looking out the window, playing. Like that's what
That's
what
They're
dogs.
being dogs.
Yeah,
just being dogs.
Being dogs. Like the toys skewing about, thrown around. So someone comes home, and all of a sudden Sophie now is in a different environment, looking all dazed and confused, and the dogs are super excited to see her. They're bombarding her, sniffing her. They're all excited to see her. They're all meeting her, and then we get
our hero of the story.
Our hero, hero of the story. He steps in. Rusty is like, "Hey, back off, dudes," and this is super cute down here. I wish that would stop popping up. Wait, have we? I feel like, do I know you? So there's some familiarity there. That's also remember that for later on. And she's like, I don't know. She's totally like sad, depressed. She don't know what's going on. So he takes her through to meet everybody, and then we meet all the dogs. We're not going to spoil the dogs out for you guys, but they're all there. There's lots of different dogs there. It's, again, you said you don't like these high angles, but this works so good.
Yeah.
It gets you the layout of the room, and we worked really hard on this freaking house because it's kind of like a bottle episode of like a show or like a movie where you're trapped in one place. You got to be really familiar with it. So you'll see, like, as we progress through the book, the windows are mostly, for the most part, consistent in the same places. Everything's in the same place. The only thing in this book that isn't anywhere else in the series, which I kind of regret not having time enough to be detailed enough to do, is there's some little squirrels, like taxidermy squirrels on a mantle, and I wanted to put them everywhere.
Like on top of the bookcase, or
I just wanted to put them everywhere. I just didn't have a lot of time when we were getting close to the end of having to publish them. But yeah, you'll notice the consistency of the layout of this house is really good. And it's not, I don't think we really based it on like a real house. We just kind of like looked at a farmhouse, like what a farmhouse would look like, or a house off of a, old country road, big, lots of rooms and lots of places for dogs to hide.
That's gonna be my question. Apparently not. Yeah. So there we go.
so Rusty does say this is the sunlit room because it gets the most sun, where we mostly hang out. It's where all the softest pillows are. So this room is pretty much where they hang out the most time. You got their dog bowls over here, really awesome. So that's the smallest. Yeah. So there they are. There's the room. He starts showing her around. Here's the front yard. Here's the living room.
Taxidermied animals right there.
Yeah, there's my taxidermy squirrels on the mantle.
There's a couple of them right there.
There they are, yeah.
Yeah, a couple squirrels up there. Some deer, bullhorns, taxidermy animals. That's also a hint to some other stuff. And he's like, they go outside. We get a good view of the backyard.
On the previous page, it also establishes that the dogs believe he doesn't hurt dogs. He only hurts wild animals.
Got you.
So they feel safe there.
And he also says we're not allowed in the front because of the cars. So the cars are a danger to them. Yes. So lots of good seeds being planted here. And then they come if you want to blow off steam. The bathroom too. There's a shed back here, which will come to prominence a little later on. And then it's like, there's a backyard. She's like, I can't remember. So it's established clearly that Sophie doesn't remember like what happened, where she came from, what's going on. She just doesn't remember. Right. So next scene, there's a private room. They're not allowed to go in there. They think that's where he keeps the treats. Right. So they think it's all good.
They think it's fun and games. And, you just get there. That's the treat room. They don't go in there.
Yeah. Yep. And then they all sleep in there with the master in the bedroom. And then she has a little accident.
Yeah, she's scared.
Dogs are scared. They do that.
She's scared. That's what happens.
Yeah.
I mean, dog's scared, overexcited, whatever. They'll just lose it.
Yeah.
So, of course, here comes Rusty back, giving her some comfort, let her know it's okay. It's fine. The master will never throw you away like your other people did. Right? Like,
he's making some assumptions, man.
Yeah, sure is. Even says you're really safe now. We're here for you. So again, another great overhead shot of the room. She's kind of hiding over there. Oh, here's Master. He's looking for her. He's been looking for her. Are you hungry? And he gives her the red scarf. The red scarf, and all of a sudden, everything goes red. Flashback scene, and she remembers.
Yeah.
No, stop. There. How fun was it drawing a girl getting strangled? That's a
first. I got to check that off on my list. Like,
it's your bucket list, right?
Yeah, my artistic bucket list. Draw a chick gets strangled by a scarf. Got it.
And then she remembers. Sophie remembers, and she throws the scarf off, and then she tries to tell all the other dogs what happened. Your master broke into my lady's house, and he waited for her, and when she came home, he killed her and brought me here. And they're going, wait, what? Like, and then a dog yelps. He's like, oh, he bit my foot. Right? He's like, did you bite his foot? And the dog's kind of looking like, huh?
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
He's like the couch surfer from Half Baked, the movie Half Baked. He just never leaves.
Yeah.
Just lays there.
And then this dude here, he's clearly not listening. He's not hearing it.
No.
Yeah.
Not hearing it. He's like, I'm not listening to a second of this. Mm-hmm. This is the master. It's ridiculous. I can smell everything. If he was a killer, I'd smell it. And he's just not hearing it.
I love the color on his eyes right there. There's like very bright right there. Just like you see that fierceness in his eyes.
Yeah. We
the other dogs are like, whoa.
Yeah, like calm down, dude.
Yep. So she's, and all the other dogs are like, yeah, I'm with Earl. We've been here forever. We'd remember if the master killed people, right? And he's like, Earl can smell killers. So they're all on Earl's side. And then Rusty again provides some comfort, like, hey, you're probably confused. And she's pissed. She's like, I'm not confused.
Yeah, I know what happened.
Yeah, don't tell me what's going on. So it's bedtime. Come on. All the dogs start going to bed.
That little pitter-patter going upstairs.
And all of a sudden she starts seeing these taxidermied animals in a much different light. She's seeing them as little visions of terror. And sure enough, they're all still just snuggled and curled up. And she is scared. Yep, like nothing's happened. And she is not feeling safe whatsoever. And she's still remembering, no, stop. Hey. And then Rusty snaps her out of it. He wants to help, provide some more comfort. And then here we go.
Yeah, what?
Yep.
I'm going to get us all out of here. She's like, wait, what killer? What are you talking about? And then that's how it ends.
Yeah.
So, whoa.
Yeah,
what is up with that?
You end with a big old question mark. Like, does she remember? Like, and then, of course, we have to put a little bit about ourselves. Let people know that we're not monsters. We have dogs, too.
Yeah. Yep.
And we love them. My dog is a princess.
It looks like it, yeah.
So it's that's a cliffhanger.
Yes.
So we get to see how the memory works. That's established. Sophie shows up with all these dogs. Don't remember how they got there really. As far as they know, they've always been there.
Yep.
And then Sophie is like, oh man, this guy's a killer, but they're not hearing it.
But the other dogs have no reason to believe that, especially Earl. Earl wants nothing to do with that.
So we all find out this dude's a killer, right? So now, the audience knows that, and all of a sudden, and Rusty's like, "I'm going to help you," and she's like, "What are you talking about?" So
you're like, "Oh my god, wait!"
But also, I mean, this is all. Bear in mind, if you only read issue 1 at this point, she could still be seen as an unreliable narrator because her memory is going in and out. It's like, is this a real memory or not? I'm still going with them. Like, is this true or not? I don't know, but that's me.
Yeah.
I mean,
you never know. You never know what happens in an issue too.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, what I liked about this, the whole thing kind of reads like you're reading, like you're watching a movie. So like this is like the first half hour of your movie. You know what I mean? Like this is your establishing shots and all your, getting to know your hero.
Yes, Act 1. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I loved about this series. The way Tony wrote it, and I Tony 100% did this writing like business. I tried to write, and I did it right. I wrote a story for the Stray Dogs Dog Days coming up in later this year.
Oh, yeah, the Free Comic Book Day issue. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I wrote a story for it, and it was only supposed to be like 3 pages, and it could have been a whole issue. I was like, oh, I guess I'm not supposed to write like that. But it is cool. We trimmed it down. We're going to use it. It's great.
This is a great first issue.
Yeah.
It had me. I wish I would have read it when it came out again. I was hooked. Luckily for me, I was reading 1 through 4 at the same time, so I got to pick up the next one right away. So this was issue 1, guys. So we're going to do this for issue 2, 3. We're going to do the whole series for you.
Yes.
So issues 1 right here. When we crop these all together, we're probably going to edit all the extra babbling and stuff out of it. We'll keep this in its pure form. Trish, thanks for joining us so much.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
We super appreciate it. And if you have time, we'd like to have you back for issue 2 also.
Excellent.
Yeah, great. All right, guys. You know what to do. Buy what you like, collect what you want, read Stray Dogs. Don't listen to the haters, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.
See you.